Cruise is, and I've seen this through our partnership over the past 2 years. Rob is not a Tom Cruise goose.
Big announcement first is my son Joseph graduated from 5th grade. Now, I'll quote one of my favorite Stoics from the 3rd century BC, Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. I'm hoping to keep to that rule tonight. So, I will also ask signomy of the whole crowd, including the ambassador and many of my colleagues at the embassy. Scott Miller and I don't know where Scott is. He's around here somewhere. I can see him. We're privileged to have a very ad hoc and random retirement ceremony on the deck of the USS New York last Saturday. I apologize that people that we love and know and care couldn't be part of that, but the crew, because of the fact that they're in combat mission, said, hey, we'll do it, but keep it down to a dull war of like 40 to 50 people. So we were able to do that. And a lot of this night also should go to Scott, because Scott was an SDODAT in Bosnia, and he's finishing up his career as well. So we're on a parallel flight class to depart the pattern now, and I'm very proud to have had that opportunity to retire together with my landmate, Scott Miller. So that goes to my next disclaimer, and that is, this isn't about Rob Palm, who came from Cow Country, Maryland, to a city called Finksburg. It's about a group effort to help make Greece stronger, to make it more stable, make it play a more stabilizing role in the southeast of Europe. And I submit to you that the DoD team and this embassy team have done that together with the help of our colleagues here. When I was first assigned here to come to Greece, people would say to me, Athens, you're going to have a great time. You're going to get to dance the Siritaki every day at the embassy. They have it. It's the first thing they do in the morning, right? My in-briefs in Washington were, well, nothing happens there. Or the usual thing was, oh yeah, I think we have a base in Crete, and whatever you do, don't mess that up. Make sure we still have it there. Or then I would hear the expression that, yeah, etched in stone are the paradigms about Greeks. That, don't they get tons of FMF money? Aren't they getting free stuff every day from the American government? Or better yet, aren't they best friends of the Russians? Or they're just not reliable partners. So you go there, you're only going to find the Buzzati. You're going to find nothing else. And oh, by the way, Greece is extremely dangerous because there's terrorists trying to kill people every single day. Well, maybe all those things happened at some point in Greece's history, but it changed when I came here 4 years ago. It was different, right? And so we found, but we found some other things. Like came here and we found stores closed, and we found graffiti, but we found packed coffee shops, and we found booming tourism. Crisis? What crisis? What's going on? It's a contrasense of what's going on. And then as well, I realized that I was a prisoner. Why? Because when I came here, I was destined to be treated like a billionaire. I had my own security detail. I had hard cars. I had a follow car. I had an advance guy. Some of those people are here tonight. And I had motorcycles, all for a threat that unfortunately had really already passed. So there was a lot of work to be done, all which could not be done without a lot of change. And so my time at the DAO here in Athens has been marked by an amazing confluence of timing, talent, and plain old tiki, right? This luck of things happening the way they are. Second disclaimer, I will probably forget or not mention many of you who are so important and dear to me, so I would ask you to forgive me. The first and important truly professional partner is the Greek military. Ambassador Karagianni, who represents Minister Kamenos, thank you for all you do, sir. Thank you for your availability to us at all given times, for your mentorship, for your leadership, for your availability at all times, and the same goes for the minister. We couldn't ask for really any partner in the Greek government who provided more passion and effort towards trying to increase this relationship when maybe it wasn't so in mode a few years ago. Yetha, Admiral Postoulakis, from the very first time that I had the privilege of meeting you at your very schwank pad in Skaramangas, you have been nothing but friendly to Paula and I and to the entire DAO family. And you have proven to me that through incredible challenges, through incredible changes in your country, that you have a steady hand at the tiller and at the helm, who has led this country ahead. And in my time, and I've been exposed to many U.S. leaders, I have not seen probably someone of your caliber. So all of this luck and all these things that Ambassador Pyatt spoke to earlier are really a lot on your back to make all this happen. So thank you, sir, and keep charging forth. Thank you very much. From the Hellenic Air Force, I know that General Christodoulou is not here, but Themis Borealis is here, who was my battle buddy in D Branch. Thank you for all that, what you did, sir. I appreciate that. General Stefanis, from the very first time, who I met in the wonderful island of Rhodes, the largest tourist hotel place in the world, I think. It's been a long way since there, and your accomplishments, your energy and vigor, and the inspiration that you've given this embassy team to have something called TIFF, I think, in some ways, is to be commended. So thank you, and keep moving ahead, sir. Admiral Sudas, the same. Your energy as well with the Navy and the things that you've helped us do here in recent history, especially with increased U.S. maritime presence in the Mediterranean, has not gone without notice. So thank you for your leadership and your accommodation. The Domenico Soma, Admiral, thank you for, I don't know if Admiral Baptiste is here yet. He is, okay, sir. Thank you for Christo Parapoli, Parosiasas, and your leadership here, because the relationships that you helped Frank Schlereth build here is the first time in the history of this embassy that we've been able to have a team together like that. So thank you, sir. Christo. And also the Astenomia, who we're working with together in the exercise Jackal Stone, General Zefaris, who's not here present. I would like to thank as well. Within the embassy, I have a really professional USA team that I'll thank. Ambassador Pierce, who's not here, he's in Maine. He extended me. So 4 years ago when I came to him and I said, hey, here's a piece of paper. Would you like me to stay another year? And he's like, who are you? NC Holman? So without that, I wouldn't be here tonight to be farewell, Ambassador Pyatt. The people of the Embassy Athens Cafe, who we love and know, Charlie, James, and Ida, who kept me alive with coffees. Thank you. Interagency, the best form of government, my battle buddies in security and intelligence. Mr. Kennedy, I don't know where you are. Thank you. You've been there time and time again for all the good and the bad. Mr. Papadakis, I don't think he's here. Mr. Friedman. There he is, back there. Thanks. And NCIS as well. Important ladies, without whose cooperation, love, admiration, or tolerance, you don't get anywhere. Lori and Maggie. And Daisy and Sophia. Then there's my state colleagues who allowed me to participate in a little-known ritual called the huddle, which is I'm the only person that's not from the State Department that goes into that meeting. So it's our morning meeting where we get to hear the ambassador and compare notes. And I'm still trying to figure out the way they talk. They have acronyms, they use letters, and it probably would take me another 3 years of being here to understand all the knowledge. But to management, Kent, I thank for your support of the DAO. For PD, Monica, and Bill, you all have had the opportunity to take and capitalize on the military relationship and make it something positive, and to do it with public affairs both at IEFA and within the MOD. Thank you for that. For Econ, there's Gardner and Palm from their bounds. I appreciate that. And for Amy and the political team, where's Amy? There she is, right there. Amy, Julia's around here somewhere. Yeah. Big award winner. Thank you for your cooperation. Venus and Mars can get along. Sometimes we will butt heads. We went round and round on many issues, but in the end, I think we've made increased value for the team as a whole, and I thank you for that collaboration. Thank you for the learning. DCM Burns, where is she? There she is, she's back there. Thanks for your passion, your drive, your willingness to listen. The chance to let products go and thrive, to energize and make functional our team here, and to balance doing more with the full plate that we already have. So thank you for that. And Ambassador Pyatt, I'm going to use a really crude, I don't know if you're going to like this, but I'm going to try it anyway. To use a Russian Coast Guard metaphor, you're like a nuclear icebreaker. How do you smell that? I don't know how better this is just to describe working in this environment. You have unlimited energy. You have steadfast forward motion. You are always crushing adversity, and you are propelling us into the future, leaving big blocks of ice all around us to either avoid or to make smaller ourselves. Thank you for your passion, for your devotion, and for your ability to enable those in this embassy to make significant changes here in this country during a time, also for us, of uncertainty and a lot of change back in our home country. So thank you. Homefront. My time here working in the Defense Attaché office was great because of the team I had here in DoD. So I won't call it individually all my attachés, but real quick, for those who are here, some are on the trip, field trip sponsored by EFA. So Tim Lee and Rose are up there along with Tyson. I got Chief Turner here tonight, who's my OPSCO. Where is he? Chief Turner is finishing up his 3rd year of his 4th tour in the Defense Attaché system, and he's headed back to a penalty tour in Washington, D.C. Crying crocodile tears. But thank you very, very much, Chief, for all your work. I couldn't have done it without you. I never had to worry about the home front. Fair Cotton, Kirsten Schlereth, for Chief Rogers, Master Sergeant Rodriguez, and my drivers, Leo Panos and Cipis, Vivi, who couldn't be here. And then the main people who I rested upon, Frank Schlereth, who has been my mentor and a good partner here, is going off to his own great reward in Washington, D.C. Good job, Frank. I appreciate everything you've done for me, including helping me with my retirement today. I could go on for about 3 days to tell you how great Colonels Miller and Gardner are, and how most of the efforts that the ambassador described actually belong to them, and I was the one that just happened to be in the position of SDO DAT to maybe sort of nudge things along. But to both Jay and to both Scott, I owe a huge debt. You guys are my brains, brawn at times, and ideas and passion towards making this country better that I don't think can be measured. So I really, really appreciate it, and I thank you for that. So I would think together we could say, as they would say in Greek, "Stagones idatos petras, kilenus," meaning from drops of water, rocks can move. And that's what we've done here. Other people here, Andreas Kotsis from the Hellenic Police, and Chris Katsambalas were my protectors for a time, and I was probably the biggest a-hole to those guys. Okilius Xiridakis and Propeller Club, only in a few members. Thanks for your passion, for your philoxenia. It's the definition of philoxenia, the way you've enabled my team here in the embassy to be closer with the American Propeller Club here in Paris. I also have to thank Bob and Shar. Bob and Shar, my mom and dad, way back in Vicksburg, Maryland, who couldn't be here tonight. Who I would love for them to be here to see this and hear all this stuff, but we'll carry it back to them. And I just want publicly to say how much I love and respect all the things they do to get me to this spot. I want to thank Paolo's parents, who are no longer with us. They're actually still no, Gianfranco and Maria Grazia, and my brother and his family, Andy. He's actually a retired Navy guy too, so we're both two retired Navy guys. I think at that, everyone's starting to get thirsty, so I'll probably close off the other 15 pages of speech that I have. Although I was willing to talk. I'll let it go. I really, really thank you for everything that you've done for me, and I appreciate it again, Ambassador, for your time. So enjoy the rest of the evening.
Enjoy the evening.